and welcome to Radio Music 99.5 FM. We are your favorite hosts and those RJ Nikita.
And I am RJ Brinda. And you're listening to your favorite show, Sur Sangam.
So Brinda, are you a bathroom singer?
Oh yes, Nikita. I hum my favorite tunes every time I go to the bathroom.
But Brinda, don't you ever wish that someday you will become a singing sensation?
Nikita, I don't know about being a singing sensation, but I will surely be embarrassed when my prospective in-laws ask me to sing a song for them.
Well, Brinda, then you really need to update yourself. Didn't you know about the various kinds of software that are being used in the music industry today?
Nikita, are you serious? What software are you talking about? Can I also sound melodious when I sing? Please give me some more gyan on this.
Brinda, I mean software like Melodyne and Autotune.
Melodyne and Autotune? What are these? They sound Hebrew to me.
Aha, Brinda. Melodyne and Autotune. They're software applications for OS X or Windows. And you know what? You can edit audio in a more musical way than you ever thought was possible.
This is so boring, Nikita. Can you not explain the two software to me in a more interesting manner?
Okay, Brinda. In order to do that, we need to talk to an expert in the field of music.
That sounds interesting. So which music expert do we have with us today?
Well, Brinda, he is the music director of I Am and O Teri. And guess what? He composes music for a lot of indie pop singers. Can you now guess who I am talking about?
Hold on, Nikita. I'm sure you're talking about the great music director Rajiv Phalla. Is he really here?
No, Brinda. We have him over the phone.
Hello, Rajiv. Welcome to our show, Sur Sangam.
Pleasure.
Tell us, Rajiv, what are these software Melodyne and Autotune all about?
Melodyne and Autotune is primarily to, get the audio in pitch, in tune.
Okay.
Now, how do you say that in tune? See, all the instruments and everything, the digital instruments and sounds are tuned to 440 frequency. So now what happens is this Autotune Melodyne helps them, these notes, to get to the 440 frequency. Sometimes, or most of the times, it's used to get them in pitch.
Okay.
If there is a musician, if he played something and few notes are off, it's not in tune. So people use it for that. Same for singers.
So Rajiv, now that we know what Autotune and Melodyne are about, can you tell us how singers benefit from the use of such software?
What happens is many singers who can't sing well in terms of the pitching, so it becomes really, really very easy to get things in place. Being in pitch, being in sur it's must. I agree on that. But also we can't ignore that a singer who is absolutely in pitch, but that singer is very weak in emoting the song. With the emotion and the feel, it doesn't make a difference. I mean, that singer is good for nothing.
Thanks, Rajiv. You have made the use of Melodyne and Autotune clear for Brinda and for all our listeners. So, Brinda, now that we've heard about Melodyne and Autotune from a music director, don't you want to know what a singer has to say about such software?
Nikita, which singer do we have with us in the studio today?
Sit back, Brinda. Today we have with us in the studio one of your favorite singers.
My favorite singer? Well, Nikita, is it Sonu Nigam, Hariharan, Sunidhi?
Okay, Brinda, let me make it easier for you. He's the man whose voice made Hrithik Roshan famous in the film Kaho Na Pyar Hai.
Okay, Nikita, so you mean we have with us Babul Shupriya today in the studio?
Yes, absolutely, Brinda. So please welcome Babul Shupriya. Hi, Babul. So, what do you feel about the use of autotune and Melodyne in the music industry?
Singing well to be a professional singer is not mandatory now. To be a famous singer, you don't need to be a singer, forget good singer anymore. As we have known over the years that we humans do like to hear our own voices. So singing like a nightingale or singing a song mellifluously was something that used to get associated with singers who could sing. But now, thanks to these softwares like Antheris, Melodyne, and several others, you can make a great song out of an average singer.
Well, listeners, this is what Babul has to say about autotune and Melodyne and how the software is degrading quality singing in the music industry.
So, listeners, let us now hear what musician Leslie Lewis has to say about the use of autotune and Melodyne. Let us connect with him over the phone.
I'm the one that's crazy about you. I'm the one so handy without you.
Hello.
Hello, Leslie sir. Can you tell us your views on the use of autotune and Melodyne?
It's a shortcut to singing well. Because singing well is not about singing live. When you sing live, that's one story. When you sing something from a recorded piece of music, you know that it is produced, it is post-produced. So there is mixing, there is lots of things that are done to make it sound good. Melodyne and autotune are two of the primary things to make all singers sound in tune. Because most singers are not in tune.
You know, Nikita, I completely agree with Leslie sir.
Absolutely, Brinda. But the Three Idiots man Shantanu Moitra has a slightly different view on the use of this software. He feels that there is both a good and bad side to the practice of using software. A singer who uses such a software does not last long in the industry, and therefore it is better to use the software to compose interesting sounds rather than editing not so good vocals.
Ah, that's interesting. You know, another singer has the same views as Shantanu Moitra.
Oh, really? And who is the singer, Vrinda?
Well, she has sung songs like Criminal, Marjawa, To, Jeele Zara, Tujhe Bula Diya.
Oh wow, Shruti Pathak! So listeners, let us hear what she has to say about autotune and Melodyne.
Hi, Nikita.
Hi Shruti. Do you agree to the extensive use of autotune and Melodyne by the music industry?
I think it definitely affects a lot.
Okay.
It has a lot of repercussions. Because, a lot of people who can't really sing that well are just getting opportunities to, correct themselves and so a little against the people who are genuinely, good singers. If you look at it in a different way, if used moderately and smartly, it can also make a product better. So it's got its pros and cons both.
Thank you, Shruti.
Let us now hear what the cover singers say about using autotune and Melodyne in the music industry.
What are cover singers, Brinda?
I mean aspiring singers, Nikita.
Hi, I'm Sharmishta. These days, the trend in the music industry seems to be making the non-singers sing with the help of technology. With the software being used in the music industry today, anybody can sing. I mean, anybody. Being a music lover, that makes me feel very, very sad. And I believe somewhere we are compromising with the quality.
That was Sharmishta sharing her views.
You know what, Nikita? Sriram Iyer, who is the voice behind the truly motivating songs of No One Kill Jessica, Shore in the City, and Iqbal, feels that everything has to be good to begin with. If a singer is amazing, software will only help make him. Some non-singers can turn into singers, though with the help of technology, the soul and tone will always be missing. Software can never substitute Riyaz.
Oh, that is so true, Brinda. There is no shortcut to hard work. And if you want to become a good singer, Riyaz is a must. Well, Nakash Aziz also feels that it has made it possible for non-singers to dream of becoming singers, while good singers are slowly facing extinction.
Okay, Nikita, that was quite a strong statement.
Let us hear what Leslie Sir has to say about this.
100% that's right, because today now everybody's a good singer, no? Because when you hear their CD, they all sound good. Right. So now there is no value. When I say there's no value, of course there's a lot of value for somebody who studied his music and sings beautifully. But the difference between that person and the person who cannot sing is not much anymore.
So, Rajiv, can you tell us about times without autotune and Melodyne?
Melodyne and autotune was not in so much form in India. So you must have noticed that there were singers like Sonu Nigam, Akshay Yagnik, Abhijit, and these few singers only were rotated everywhere. Any aspiring singer, even if he or she was 20% bad or weak in surf, even 20%, industry used to tell them ki no, boss, aap jao, aap riyaz karte raho, you're not ready. Achha, who's your favorite singer for me?
Sonu Nigam and Babul Supriyo.
Okay, why do you like Sonu Nigam?
I like their voice quality, you know.
See, I'll tell you what. When you say you like their voice quality, you actually don't like their voice quality. It is feel and the emotion. That is what attracts a listener. People like Atif Aslam. Like initially when he entered the industry, he was very weak in terms of the pitching or so. No, he was very weak.
Okay.
But what made him still become such a big star? That the feel, the way he sings, maybe technically he's off, but whatever he sings, that come across so well.
Well, this is quite interesting.
But Brinda, what I cannot understand is what do these singers do during stage shows?
Nikita, I'm sure Leslie sir has an answer to this. So, Leslie sir, can you share with us this piece of information?
I think the audience is very forgiving. Because the audience gets used to hearing a song in a certain way which is recorded. Then when you come and sing it live, they just want to experience you singing it live. And a lot of, beyond a certain point, if it's really bad, immediately the audience is, "Arey yaar, CD pe to bahut acha lag raha tha, but I don't know, this guy is not sounding."
I totally agree. When I go to watch stage shows, I enjoy the singers performing. Thank you so much, Leslie sir, for joining us and sharing so much of relevant information. But what I cannot understand is why is Rajiv laughing? Well, Rajiv, do you have a different answer?
Well, you get auto-tune these days on stage also.
Okay. Okay.
When Atif Aslam initially became super hit,
Yeah.
and people wanted him by hook or by crook on stage.
Yeah.
And even if he came and sang wrong note, people will still go mad because of Atif Aslam. Wow.
Rajiv, you always reveal the most shocking information about the music industry.
So, Rajiv, I need another interesting bit of information from you. Give me a current example of the use of autotune and Melodyne.
Ankit Tiwari, the Teri Gagiyan from Ek Ek Ring. It's such a lovely song, but it's so much auto-tuned. Salman Khan's film, he sang Hangover, so that's completely auto-tuned.
Woohoo, Rajiv, that was masaledar. Your knowledge is seriously unbeatable.
So, Babul, would you like to leave a message for all aspiring singers?
If you're not a singer, I think there should be some kind of self-respect in staying away from the softwares and not using them to prove that you can sing. Because in actual, you cannot sing. You cannot give a live performance to an audience. I think that one other problem that you might want to associate with these softwares is that they are very cheap. I mean, I have seen people use even the cracked, pirated versions of this software.
Well, I would like to tell all the listeners that you get to download a free trial version of Autotune and Melodyne. Thank you, Babul, for joining us in the studio.
Thank you so much, Rajiv, for joining us.
So, Brinda, I think after all the talk, you have got sufficient gyan on software like Autotune and Melodyne, and I'm sure that now you will be a little less embarrassed in front of your prospective in-laws when you sing a song for them.
Yes, absolutely, Nikita. That was some relief for me. But just not me. All you listeners who feel that you're not blessed with God-gifted voices can think of using Autotune and Melodyne. Also, if you feel that the use of these software is degrading quality singing in the music industry, then give us your feedback on 1800-1801.
Thank you, listeners. We are your favorite RJs, RJ Nikita
and RJ Brinda signing off.
We promise to be back next week, same day, same time, with more stories from the music industry. And now we have a surprise for all our listeners. Here comes the first Indian Idol, Abhijit Sawant, with a song from his latest album, Farida.
तारों की चादर तले चांद अकेला जले, रात है भटकी हुई कौन लगाए गले, दिल की जमीन ढूंढे नमी बरसा वो बदरिया, आवो मोरे पिया रंग डालो मोरा जिया।
You're tuned into Radio Music 99.5 FM.